kavana during eating. So this comes from the Sefer from the Yaled Rebbe. So it's told over from the author of the Or HaMeir that he owned a tavern, and one man came to the tavern to drink some whiskey, and he drank it so quickly that he did not recite the blessing properly. The rabbi said to him in a way of musar, "Don't you know that there are many holy sparks in souls which are reincarnated in inanimate objects and plants? A little seed of grain was planted in a field among so many other seeds. How many of them are worthy to grow, and how many of them just wither away? Therefore the seed is worrying whether or not it will grow, or will he simply be destroyed. Then once he does grow, he worries, will he be used for anything, or will he simply be destroyed by the machinery and go to waste when it is harvested? How many seeds are lost during the winnowing process? Therefore the seed cries out and prays to God that he will not be destroyed. The seed hopes that he will be worthy to become part of food for humans, or some beverage like even whiskey, so he will be elevated to the human level. Then the soul reincarnated in the seed hopes that it will be elevated by a Jew who will recite a proper blessing upon it, therefore fulfilling his purpose in the universe. Now look what you've done," he said to the person. "You drank it so quickly and forgot to recite the proper bracha. Maybe your father's soul was contained within the spark of the whiskey, and his soul would have been elevated through you making the proper blessing and taking the proper time to concentrate." The man immediately remembered that it was his father's yortzeit that day, and he became very, very frightened. So this is just something I wanted to bring over as a nice story about this. It's so important that we say our brachos with kavana, with concentration. We don't realize their importance and how we're elevating these sparks, especially when it comes to meat. These animals, these kosher animals, they all have neshamas, they all have sparks. They all need elevation. And so when you waste food, when you don't say a proper blessing before and after, and especially after, which is deraisa in the Torah, you're doing an injustice to this animal that's gone through all this time to make his tikkun and had to wait in the fields for and go through shrita, all these things just for you. And you need to, and we need to take more attention to make blessings properly, to eat with the one, and also if we're having a meal, we should do so in order to have the strength to serve God thereafter. Then we elevate the entire meal, not just to go and satisfy the hunger and the cravings of the body. Wish everyone much blessing, and I hope that you connect to this holy purpose of elevating sparks and eating in holiness. One last thing I'll say is that the Bible teaches that most of the various sins that a person does is because they get the sin, the sultan, the evil gets its energy from the food that we didn't properly elevate. That's how it gets its energy. So if you see that you will fix this whole concept of eating and holiness, you'll see you have much more holiness in your life. So I wish everyone much success.